Ezekiel Elliott. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be second and very short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Rosen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking deep for Elliott. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield on that.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And a Cowboy first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And just a yard to go here on second down. The give is to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Ravens nothing.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. That's solid, baby. That's 13.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
54 Mike.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
down at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Second and 11 now.
Toss left to Elliott. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Kill. Hey, Ozzy, chill out.
After the interception, here's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Jackson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Back at the 39-yard
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake. Is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down and 8.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's more on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We dominate today.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. And some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Ravens 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 4.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
55,
From the gun, Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
44-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up
from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
I'm going to show you, man.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Down, Cowboys.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 42. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
For Marquise Brown.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson back to Brown, this time complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout.
4 yards.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Who brought him down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 14. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Draw play, Elliott. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Ravens 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On the move to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 42-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles David,